What's on most people's minds today is the departure of our dear, dear Pope Benedict. The timing is what shocks me about it, I mean, to do it, at the beginning of Lent, basically that's like the Champions League for us. And like when Alex Ferguson did that with Manchester United, he announced his retirement prematurely. Sure, they won nothing that season, they didn't win the league in a way, certainly. And, you're going to get a lot of priests now as well that have given up chocolate and things, and they'll be sore tummies tomorrow. Well, I'm devastated really. I'd head over to the Vatican at least once a year. If I can manage it at all, for me, obviously it's like going to the Champions League, to the Champions League final. There's usually a big long mass, and then we'd have a big old pray after it, and himself he'd be up there then, doing a rosary after that, and things like Pope Benedict, and it'd basically just be savage, savage crack for priests. Like it was on the cards for a while, I'd heard he was getting sloppy with his sermons and not reading out announcements and things like that, and I heard there was a bake sale that no one showed up to as well on account of that. So as a priest, I suppose he made me look at my sermons and the way I do masses myself, and as a result I tried to mix it up in my own parish. And I remember one day I put on a funny hat, and I went in and I said mass in the funny hat. And I remember the next day the bishop, he called me up and he said, Father Eamonn, he said, you did the mass in the funny hat. I said I did. He said, don't do that again. So my favourite to succeed, well, I'd have to go with Cardinal Peter Codwo Apaya Turkson of Ghana. As priests go, he'd be in the youth team really. He's only 64 and he still has a lot to offer. The priesthood, I would say. God bless Peter, keep him safe in the valley of darkness, keep him light, keep him away from all Satan's torturous threatenings and exiles. Please grant that he will meet the Holy Father someday and live with him in eternal happiness and safety. Keep him safe and sound and safe from all harm. Go in peace, Peter. Initially I had a feeling that there was unfair pressure being put on him by other people. Quite frankly, it made me I was peed off now, but I suppose when he said himself that he was stepping down to dedicate his life to prayer, I understood it then, because sure, at the end of the day, there's nothing better than a good pray.